everyone, and thank you for tuning into another Minute with Dr. M. Today what I want to talk about are 4 techniques that you can use to deal with the loss and disappointment that's coming during this time. One of the big consequences that we're seeing of the coronavirus pandemic and also the subsequent self-isolation and social distancing that we're experiencing is that things are being canceled. Important things for some people: graduations, weddings, musical performances, family gatherings and vacations, things that you've probably planned for a long time and have maybe worked very hard for. So I want to talk about some of the ways that we can deal with the natural feelings that come with that. The first technique is just acknowledging that it's okay to feel disappointed and maybe a little bit resentful. Those are natural feelings that are come about. But unfortunately, what sometimes happens is that people then feel guilty about that because we say to ourselves, oh, why am I getting upset over that when people have it far worse? People are really sick and losing family members. That might be true, but it's all still important to give yourself self-compassion. Compassion for yourself leads to a much healthier outcome than criticism of the self, which can actually lead to depression. So be kind to yourself. So the second tip is to acknowledge that a lot of these things can be rescheduled. They're not being canceled necessarily, they're just being postponed. And lots of places and people are working very hard to make that happen. At Muskingum University, for example, our administrators and staff are working very hard to figure out another way to celebrate our graduates when the formal graduate commencement ceremony has been canceled. So many of those things can be postponed and rescheduled, and actually taking these precautions now, maintaining our health and everyone else's health, will ensure that those can happen in the future. The third thing is to connect with people who are in a similar situation as you. Maybe you were going to play a spring sport and that has been canceled. So connect with your teammates, form a coalition between you. And it's not necessarily to gripe and bemoan the loss that you're experiencing, but just to get support and to encourage each other. And then the fourth thing is to reach out and try and help people if you possibly can. Now, not all of us are in a position to volunteer with the medical community or do anything physically because we need to stay at home, but you can reach out with a phone call or a text to somebody that you know needs support. So we know through years of research that helping others significantly goes a long way towards increasing mental health. So that's it for today. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.